Teresa, I wonder what your thoughts are on the EU position going into these talks on Monday, because we just recently had this EU budget meeting, right, where I believe it was 81 or so billion, which was spoken of as this vacuum almost left because of the UK's departure from the bloc. And that obviously needs to be filled, as well as other expenditures amongst the EU member states as well. Do you think that those sorts of realizations mean that the EU may be willing to concede more to the UK in these trade talks?
Hello, everyone. First of all, you are right that the EU has put forward its own position early this week. That position basically wants from the UK to be aligned with the EU rules and regulations as much as possible. So that basically the UK doesn't become sort of economic tiger on Thames, the competition very close home. You mentioned the budget talks. The EU member states are quite aware that the UK has been a net contributor, and therefore there is a hole in the budget which needs to be filled. But that doesn't have much to do with the way in which the future relationship with the UK will work. So no matter whether there is a deal or no deal, the amount of money that the UK used to pay into the budget will have to be filled in. So from the budget perspective, there is not much of pressure the UK can exert on the EU.
Before I move on, Teresa, I wanted to stick with you. Do you agree with the EU stance that the UK cannot be given a Canada-style agreement?
Well, the EU's argument is that Canada is much farther away, and therefore the geographical distance makes it difficult to do the same sort of deal. Also, the fact that Canada has had different types of trade relationship before with the EU. So in a way, now we are having a country which is as closely aligned as possible, which wants to kind of make the alignment looser. While with Canada, the process was exactly the opposite. Also, there's of course an issue of the products which have been traded between the two countries and the EU. So I wouldn't say that there is no ambitious trade deal possible, but yes, I think the Canada style is a bit too of a different example than the UK can achieve with the EU.